Hi guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Raquelle Lynnette. If this is your very first time here, thank you for clicking on this review. For the rest of Kel's crew, welcome back you guys. I am here with another review. This is going to be focusing on the brand new releases by our friends over at Fenty Beauty, Bright Fix Eye Brightener. This is from our friends over at Fenty Beauty who have been doing their homework and just been giving us stuff like, you're welcome y'all, here you go. You didn't know that you needed it, but here you go. We have got a color corrector and an under eye brightener, you guys. They've been doing stuff over there. They really have their thinking caps on over there. And I really dove deep and got into the texture and the tones of this new release. So if you're interested in seeing how these products performed with real genuinity, continue on watching and don't forget to give me a thumbs up while you're here. Subscribe to my channel, stay around a while, and then hit the bell so you can be notified every time I'm coming on here to upload for you guys. All right, let's go ahead and dive.
Pull up, hop out, then she swerve. Do your two-step, your little catwalk, make it work. Make it work, Jill dance, make it work, strike a pose. Make it work, Jill dance, make it work, strike a pose. I pull up, hop out, then I swerve. Do my two-step, my...
Alright guys, so we're gonna just go ahead and dive right into this as per usual. So I did do a detailed face of everything that I had on my face. If you haven't followed me on Instagram, go ahead and follow me. It's an IGTV. I used some new products and I talked about them. So yeah, go ahead and follow me over there. But we're just gonna go ahead and dive into this new product released by Fenty Beauty. So she came out with a Bright Fix and I was really excited. I never really gave a second thought as to like, okay, Fenty doesn't have a brightening under eye concealer or cream or a corrector. I never really thought about that, but now that it's rolled out, it's like, oh yeah, they don't have one. And I was just recently talking about the color corrector that I had been using, how that one that I just started using, that I won't name in this video, but if you want to know what it is, go watch a different video, how that one was innovative and that no one in the market I felt had mastered the corrector shade or the formula, making it not mimic a lipstick. I just felt like it was just a thick concealer every time that I got a color corrector. So I was really excited when this came out. So the color corrector that I got was the shade 13 Pumpkin. This is the orange one. The peach one was just going to be a little bit too light for your girl. I did try them all out in store. You can test things in Sephora again. Woo! Everything is going back to normal. It feels really good. And the under eye brightening one that I got was Honey. Now this one may be a touch too light, but it is an under eye brightener, and I'm going to use this the way that it should be used, and it's a neutral shade. So I always use a neutral foundation and concealer because I have neutral undertones. Sometimes I may go warm, depends on the brand, but 9 times out of 10 you're going to see me use a neutral shade. So I will also list some color matches underneath so you guys can know what other concealers that I use. I'm just gonna go ahead and color correct a little bit after my foundation, because you can do that too. You don't have to always color correct before. I put 1 layer of foundation, and I usually use 2 layers of foundation whenever I wear the certain foundation that I have on. So I'm just going to do the second coat after it. So this is supposed to instantly lighten and blur. I don't want it to mimic a lipstick consistency, or I don't want it to feel like a thick concealer. Then it's just going to stay on my face and be orange. That is what I have experienced thus far, up until I would say 2 months ago. I have never really had a good relationship with color correctors. I just always felt like the orange shined through. So again, I placed down 1 layer of foundation. I did have an allergic reaction recently, so there is some hyperpigmentation that we got going on around my mouth and around this area. So we are going to open her up and just place a little bit on the back of my hand. Okay, she comes out really quick, and it's not super thin. It's a red orange shade. This is very true to color. It's a very red orange shade. So I'm a little nervous. We're going to dip into this a little bit, and we're just going to start color correcting. Y'all, this is buffing out. It is staying in place. It's not a thick concealer like corrector. It doesn't feel like concealer. It doesn't feel like lipstick, y'all. But you definitely can see it, but as I'm blending it out, it's taking away that darkness and really doing what a color corrector should do. It's not too overpowering. As you can see, you're not seeing just a big circle full of orange or redness, right? This is exactly what I have been looking for. Okay, and the color match for this one, is the one that I need. Now, I've been talking about another one right before this, but I was talking and raving about another one before this, but that one was just a little bit too, I was making it work. I liked the formula and what it was doing for me, but this color right here is the perfect match for me for a color corrector. You can see the orange and the redness, but it's not too overpowering. And it really is just taking the darkness and grayness away. Oh, wow. This is what we're doing, Fenty. This is what we're doing. We're just going to come and shake up every complexion product. We're just going to monopolize the entire complexion product market. Really? That's what y'all are doing? I see you. I see you. What a beautiful blend. What a beautiful blend, you guys. I am color corrected and it's not looking like there's an orange ring around my mouth. It's not cakey. It is very lightweight. Doesn't feel like anything is on my face. I feel like the foundation has been well thought through and has been absolutely formulated to perfection, honestly. It's not separating. It really is light as air and it does create a blurring effect. I'm absolutely in love with this. Who could be in love with a color corrector? But I am, because I had been just talking about like how I'd stopped color correcting because nothing was working. It was always looking like bright orangeness was shining through. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more, build it up a little bit more just in case somebody accidentally puts too much on. And I just want to see if it really makes it start to look like orange. It's the way that, it's the color for me. It's the color and the formula for me. It's just an impeccable match. For brown skin, I feel like it's always going to be a hit or miss. If they know what they're doing, they know what they're doing. If they don't know what they're doing, they don't know what they're doing. It's going to be ashy, it's going to be gray, it's going to be too orange, something. But this one, just, it goes perfect with my brown skin. This is a color corrector for brown skin, a real color corrector for brown skin. The first one that I've ever really experienced to have actually worked. Because how many times have you guys seen me use color corrector? Seriously, but this is the one. This is the one. This is one of one. It's kind of blending away and just, it not only it kind of camouflages my own foundation, it goes into the foundation and then takes away the darkness and grayness, if that makes sense. It doesn't look too orange. But I'm gonna go ahead and apply a layer of foundation over it, a very light layer. But the foundation that I had is medium to full coverage, so that's why I decided to do it this way. I was a little nervous that the orange was going to shine through for some reason, but I don't think that's going to happen. So let's go ahead. So I'm just going to take one pump of the Dior Forever. This is the brand new 24-hour high wear. Okay, because allergic reaction wear, color corrector wear. Let me get all up in there, okay? Do you guys see? It looks really good. Very color corrected. You can't even see anything shining through. Off the bat, 2 thumbs up, honestly. Woo! Color match, the formula child. I don't know what they are doing in those laboratories over at Fenty, but like, no cap, this is an amazing corrector for real. So part 2 of their release was an under eye brightener. For me, I always think of an under eye brightener as something to enhance underneath your eye. I don't feel as if this is supposed to be used as a concealer, and I do feel like some people are, the reviews that I've been watching, they're using it as a concealer and they're saying that it doesn't work because they're not using it properly. So what I'm going to do is use it properly. We're going to be taking this Fenty Beauty 370 Pro Filter Concealer, concealing underneath our eyes, and then to give the extra pop to brighten, that's when we're going to place that on top of the concealer, because that's how you work with makeup. You don't just put a thin concealer underneath your eye and expect a full coverage concealer. They're two different products and they work two different ways. Okay, so let's just go ahead and do that. I'll be taking the Low Sponge Duo from Fenty Beauty and blending this out. This is my third time buying these. I go through these a lot, so I just went ahead and re-upped. Alright, so everything is all blended out. We're going to go ahead and pick up our eye brightener. This is in the shade Honey 10. I'm really hoping that it's not going to be too light, and we're going to just try to get a little bit out, because I feel like a little bit of this is going to go a long way. Oh, it's already coming out as I'm Okay, so some was already out. We're just going to that directly underneath the eye, because that's where you want it to be the brightest, right directly underneath there. So like a little bit was already coming out, so I just used whatever was on there, and this is how much it was. I feel like I just need for this to dry down, maybe. I don't know. I feel like this is a good color. I think if this was a good shade match, actually. I think I chose the right one. So let's blend this baby out into a triangle underneath our eye to brighten everything up. Okay, definitely got the eye wide awake. So that's what it looks like on top of the concealer, blended out immediately. It is very, 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 very light coverage, and it's not mattifying at all. We're gonna let this one dry down a little bit just to see if it does get more opaque. Just let it dry down for a few seconds. So I let this dry down for like 20 seconds. We're gonna blend it out and see if it's more opaque, if it sits. So here's both. Blend it out immediately, let dry down a little bit. You can definitely see that it is a little bit more opaque. So I think that you need to let this dry down for at least 20 seconds before you blend it out if you really want the under eye brightening effect. So I'm actually gonna add a little bit more to this eye so I can do it so the eyes can be even. I put too much. Oh no, oh no. Oh no, 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 no. So we're just gonna have a super bright under eye because I'm not wasting any of this product, sorry. Just not my thing, I can't waste it. I don't like wasting makeup. Especially if I like it, and I think I like these already. So adding this second layer and blending it out, it's super bright underneath my eye. Wow, I like it a lot. It's not too overpowering, like bam, hello, I'm here, or like, okay, that's a wrong concealer shade that she has on. It really just enhances and brightens underneath your eye. I can't really explain it. It's just doing what it should have done. It's not like a concealer. It really is just brightening underneath my eye and saying, hello, I'm happy to be here. So we blend it down into a triangle to brighten underneath the eye. And I'm feeling really good about this. I think that this looks amazing. I think that it has brightened underneath my eye. Now I'm going to go ahead and set this with a translucence powder. I'm going to be using a yellow based translucence powder. This is by Huda Beauty because my cashew powder by Fenty Beauty is still packed in my luggage, so. Real good. I love it. It's the airbrush filter for me. It is the airbrush filter for me. Look at my under eyes. It's not cakey at all. Oh my gosh. I might have just found my favorite under eye combination ever. There's no filter in this camera either. For all of the people who be like, beauty bloggers sold you a false dream and this and that. You might see some texture in my skin, but do you see any lines or creasing under? No, this is a flawless finish. Feeling kind of pretty. I really like these new products, how these are playing out already. I'm just gonna go ahead and finish the rest of this face. So, you guys, all in all, I feel as if both of these products performed exceptionally. Honestly, these are products that have really, they have dug deep and they figured out, hey, people want a color corrector that's actually going to work for them, that it doesn't want to be too thick, too tacky, and to appear through the foundation. So tackled, murdered, executed the color correcting shade to an absolute T, at least for my color shade. I just am blown away. I've never experienced a color corrector the way I have experienced that one. You can't even tell or detect that I have color corrected, and that is exactly how it should be, and that is what I have wanted for so long, for not only myself but for everyone, honestly, especially women of color, because we just always get thrown a red or an orange and it's just like, okay, ew. That doesn't blend out, that shines through our foundation. So craftsmanship, it's exceptional, honestly. And the under eye brightening, it just really does something for me. It's the way that it dries down and how it works with the powders for me. There's absolutely no creasing underneath my eyes. It was a flawless blur. It did give the blurring effect as well as brighten underneath the eye. It did everything that it did everything that it should have done. It actually I honestly thought, I didn't know what to expect with these products, to be honest with you. Blew my mind, really over delivered what I was expecting. And these are two items that are not going back to Sephora. These are two items that are going to be staple in my kit. I feel like I'm going to start incorporating these into every time I do a full face of makeup. They have really made a great lasting impression on me. I'm really happy that I played around with them in Sephora, so I didn't have to go back and exchange for the color or anything. That just helps a lot. Sephora, thank you for bringing back testing, because I know my undertones and I know what color corrector is going to work for me. You guys, these come in every shade that you would need to color correct or brighten underneath your eye. Fenty never ever forgets about the lightest of light or the darkest of dark, and everyone in between with different undertones. If you are looking for something just to step your foundation routine up a little bit more, make everything a little bit more flawless, these are two products that are actually going to work and get you to where you want to be. I'm really excited that these were introduced. I again give them 2 thumbs up, and I do suggest that you guys go at least check it out. See what I'm talking about with the under eye concealer and use it with an actual concealer. Don't just use it by itself. Conceal and then brighten, okay? Okay. So yeah, really like these. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to this review. If I left anything out, leave me a comment down below. If you enjoyed this review, leave me a comment down below. If you are here at the end of the video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, to hit the subscribe button, because I would love for you to stay around a while and be notified every time that I'm coming up here to upload new reviews for you guys, okay? Thank you guys again for watching. I'll see you here very soon in my next video.